YouTube channel. It's Dejong here, and this is part 2 about my autism. In the first part, I answered a few questions and all that. It's the same thing for this one, so let's get started. I've got 5 questions, and most of these are probably going to take longer to answer because they're like more in depth. So, just thought to let you guys know you might want to get a drink like the first time and have some popcorn or something, because yeah, this is going to take probably a longer time for me to answer because these are quite, yeah, as I said, in-depth questions. So by that, I mean these questions are like, my difficult challenges and all this stuff like that. So it might be longer to answer each one of them. So I just thought to let you guys know before I start. So yeah, anyway, a bit of an introduction before I get started. On these. So if you're new here, well, my name is Hannah Dejong. I'm autistic. I love making people happy and basically positive vibes and make people laugh and everything like that. And I'm really kind-natured and I guess down to earth. And a bit nervous about answering these questions actually, so I've got my water bottle here because I'm like, these are like more in depth than the first questions, but we can do it. I'm 24 in a few weeks. Actually, yeah, 2 in a bit, I think. 3rd of December. So it's coming up quickly. I'll be 24. And yeah, so I also want to say, if you don't know me in person, you don't know how my weight loss is going, I wanted to just tell you all that I have actually lost a few kilos since 2022. 2022, I was my biggest. I actually had more chin than I do now. And yeah, I'm a lot happier now with my weight. It's going down. My blood pressure is actually perfect now. Like, it's not perfect, but like it's perfect the way it's supposed to be at the moment. Hasn't gone higher, which is excellent because it was a little bit high this year. And then I went to the doctors, it was September or October, and my blood pressure is normal. So whatever I'm doing, I'm clearly doing the right thing. So I just thought to let you all know that I'm proud of myself. I think I look great, and keep on continuing what I'm doing. Anyway, without further ado, let's answer these questions. This first question is from Crystal, and she said, what's some of the difficult challenges you have with autism? A lot of things. I said, here's some tea, here's some water. Everyday life is difficult. Waking up without an alarm is difficult. Being a person in general is difficult, let alone having autism. I have to know my surroundings. I have to ground myself every day. And as an adult with autism, it's gotten harder. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say it's gotten easier by age. It hasn't gotten easier by age. It's gotten harder by age. But I guess it's gotten better a little bit with some things. Like, me making friends is not as hard as it used to be. And things like that. But some of the difficult challenges I have is understanding some social cues, and I've always been like that. Understanding some surroundings, it's difficult to understand some. And those are challenging for me. Those are the difficult challenges I go through, is understanding social cues and understanding what some people say. Sometimes I take offense to what people say, especially if I don't know them and they just start saying something that's probably offensive. I'd be like, what? Thought that was a weird face. So I don't know if that's the answer you're looking for, but there's that. I don't want to take too long with answering questions, but at the same time, I want to be thorough, and I hope that was thorough enough. I guess some of the difficult challenges to understand people. And when I was a kid, understanding people wasn't a good thing for me. I did not understand what people said half the time. I just said, yep, like, and then like probably like an hour later, it processes in my head. I'm like, oh, that's what they meant. So I guess a bit delayed with some social stuff. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that was the answer you're looking for with that question. That was a very good question though. But hopefully that's what you're looking for. My hair is actually wavy today. I think it's the way I put my conditioner in and like massage it in. Anyway, enough of that. Nerves. Now Christine's question. Now Christine, as I said in the first video, part 1 of my autism, Christine is actually one of my best friends, Nan. Me and him have been best friends for nearly 10 years. And yeah, I've got, as I said, a lot of respect for that family. And they know what it's like with autism and stuff. And she asked, what are my autistic superpowers? And what are some of the things you struggle with as an autistic adult? So there's 2 questions in one. So I'm going to answer the first one, obviously. My autistic superpowers, I guess being super kind and generous, even if the person doesn't deserve it. I still am so giving. And I just love helping people. I love doing things for people. I just love it. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something in my life. And I guess that's my superpower. Yeah, being super kind. Sorry for the lighting. It's if I had this one on, it would have glared, and I tried to do that with that light, and it glared. I'm like, yeah, nah. But this one's probably a bit too white bright. But all good. But yeah, basically, I think that's my superpower, is being extra kind and everything, because neurotypicals, people that, in brackets, people that don't have autism, they're kind, some of them, but they're like met with it. And when you're on the spectrum, you're just extra kind. I don't think I've ever met an autistic person that is rude and arrogant and selfish. I mean, sometimes they might think that we're selfish. People that don't have autism might think, oh, they're being selfish, when actually we're in our own world, and that's what we like better than around other people sometimes. So I guess people don't really read those things properly. They just assume and accuse, and that's what really annoys me. But anyway, I guess that's also, there's the answer to the other question of what I struggle with as an autistic adult, is when people assume and accuse the worst of me, especially when I am being in my own world and get accused of not wanting to spend time with people and stuff like that. When I generally do, but I really rather spend time with myself sometimes, because I know my dislikes, I know my likes, I know what I want to do without annoying people. And I feel like I annoy people all the time, and I don't think people say it to my face because I don't want to hurt my feelings. I'm a huge overthinker. Blame my childhood for that. Kidding. But yeah, I like to be in my own bubble, and I've always been that way. And it's kind of hard to reverse when you've been through doing the same thing over and over and over again for like nearly 24 years. I mean, it's like asking a geologist to not, look up rocks anymore. Like, obviously that's what they do. So if someone says, oh, why are you doing this all the time? Well, I've been doing it for nearly 24 years, mate. It's kind of my life. So, yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense, but to me it does. So, that face. And I guess I really like enjoying spending time with myself. I just love it. I'm in my own little bubble, and no one's, there to criticize what I'm doing. So But I've been like that since I was a kid. So yeah, for a very long time, 24 years nearly. Um, Voice. Um, Heather's question. She's got a couple thinking here. Do you have any sensory issues, such as certain food textures or any fabrics feeling uncomfortable? That's the first question, so I'm going to answer that first before I read out the second one. Yeah, a little bit. I do not like tags. Like behind my neck's okay, but like the tags that are like near the hips or what have you, I have to like take them off because they're really annoying. Um, do not like them. And I guess like really woolly fabrics. Like if you like a woolly jumper that you're like someone made you or it looks like someone made or something. I don't like the feeling. It just makes me itchy, and I already have eczema sometimes, especially when it's the heat coming up here in Australia. It's getting either humid or really hot. And tomorrow's going to be 31, not tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be 31 degrees. Don't know when this is posted, but on Saturday, the 16th of November, 2024, it'll be 31 degrees. Am I looking forward to that? No. Is my eczema going to look forward to that? No, as you can see. That's because of the sun today and the other day. When it gets humid, especially in summertime and late spring, the humidity, my eczema just starts to flare up, and it's so annoying. Anyway, so and woolly jumpers and things like that won't help. So I guess like like a really woolly jumper and like tags in different sort of areas, like the hips or what have you, I have to take them off. Food textures, not really. But if like there's dishes and I have to like rinse it and there's like stuff coming out of it and it feels I nearly gag actually at that. That's disgusting. I'm so thankful there's dishwashers. Because yeah, I just not. I remember it was a couple weeks ago actually, nearly. I was making pasta and I was rinsing the pot out and the water and the mushy pasta and the sauce. Oh my gosh, nah. I actually gagged. It was so bad. That's like the sort of texture I don't like, at all. I don't think anyone does, but on the spectrum, I don't think anyone likes it at all. It's on the spectrum, definitely. And I guess, if you know mushrooms, hi, bye. I don't mind them if they're diced up and things, right? Oh, but when they are full stalked. The little gills underneath. Oh, nah. Looks disgusting and it just feels weird. But the taste of them are okay, not by themselves, but like in lasagna or if pasta, things like that, and they're finely diced and I can't really notice them, then that's fine. Um, yeah, I'm only a picky eater with a few things. Um, And you might think, you're chubby, of course you're not a picky food eater. Well, guess what, mate? I am a picky food eater, and depends what it is, and it's called I am losing weight. If you know me, as I said in the start of the video, if you know me in person, you would have seen me at my biggest. Okay, you would have seen progress. I got cheekbones happening. I didn't even have that 2 years ago. I literally just had full on, like, I didn't have a full on, like, see this? See that? Never had that. It was just full on, yeah. So I have done pretty well actually, and I'm proud of myself. So, but yeah, I guess that's the only sensory issues I have. Some textures, I don't know really how. It's hard to explain. I don't really know how to explain it. There's some textures I don't like. Um, has your autism caused you any? This is the second question from Heather. Has your autism caused you any behavioral problems? Do you get drawn into bright colors? Um, has my autism caused me? Yeah. It kind of has. Yes or no. I get quite sensitive to some things. Um, and I've done this since I was a kid. Can't really see it, but I keep on doing that when I'm anxious or nervous, which is like right now, because these are big answers, and this video is going to go for longer than my other videos, so I really am sorry. But like these are really like in depth questions. Um, but I do that. Which isn't really behavioral problems. It's mainly just a I don't know coping mechanism. Um, but sometimes I get agitated. Um, especially if someone pokes at a nerve that they shouldn't be poking at, then yes. Um, do I get drawn into bright colours? I do like some lightings in restaurants and cafes and stuff. Like the atmosphere is really nice at some cafe and restaurants. I feel the lights are nice. They've got decorations. I guess I like that sort of stuff. I get drawn into that. Um, and yeah, like there's some movies as well, like Avatar, and like some scenes. It's just so pretty, and oh my gosh, like I absolutely love that. I guess that's what you're asking, and yeah, I like that. So um, but no, which is a good thing. But yeah, got one more question. Um, so if you watched it all, I'm so happy. Thank you. um, so this is Jhai's question. Jhai is actually the editor for this video, for these videos. I mean, for my channel. He's also one of my good friends. Me and my husband's good friend. So yeah, his question is when you were a kid, what changed for you when diagnosed with high functioning autism? I added the high functioning autism part because that's what I have. I guess as soon as I got diagnosed, people treat me differently. Teachers treat me differently. I got a teacher's aide. Um, friends, I felt like got worn down by the answer. Like the question, I mean, I asked them, hey, I'm gonna be friends, I'm gonna be friends. And the answer was like, yeah, 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 but I don't think they actually meant it. So I guess a lot of things changed when I got diagnosed with autism. I think people wanted to be my friends, but I think they were like, I don't know, she's got autism. Is that a disease? People actually thought that as well. They actually thought this was in grade 3, grade 4. They thought that autism was a disease and that it was staying away from me. And it's quite hurtful actually. Um, I was just a kid. I wanted to make friends, and they thought my autism was a disease. They didn't want to touch me. They called me monster. Um, I was only like 10, 11 years old, and I was called monster. I was called weird, the R word. Oh, bullying just never stopped. And I guess that's what changed. As soon as people knew that I had autism, everything changed. People got worn down by the question of me asking to be their friend because they knew for a fact I had autism. So they're like, but with everyone else, like, yeah, let's be friends because they were normal, neurotypicals. So I guess, yeah, basically, people, I think, got worn down and just wanted my friend to shush me up. And, um, and I think that's what happened as well when I got diagnosed with autism. People thought I was weird, that I had some sort of disease I was carrying. So I rarely had any friends. I probably had a couple from each school I went to, but not a lot. Like all these other girls had so many friends. They were popular and like 10, 20 friends, and I only had like, one or two, and people thought I was really odd for having only two or three friends or something like that. So I guess when I was a kid, that's what changed. My friendship groups, um, teachers treat me differently. Like, treat me differently. Like, talking to me like I was a baby. Now, that was really difficult because I'm like, I'm not a baby. I'm like, but they didn't care. They just talked to me like I was a little kid, even though I was like, 15 at the time. Um, in prep, I understand, but talk to me like I was a kid because I was a kid. But when you're like a teenager, like, be spoken to nicely, like a teenager would like to be spoken to, like one, like an adult. But I never had that, and yeah, as soon as my teachers knew I had it, as soon as my friends knew I had it, people treat me differently, and that's what sucks. That's the conclusion. This is the conclusion of the video. I've answered all the questions. Um, if you've got autism, or you think you do, get diagnosed. But if you think you do, I want to say it's a big road. It's a big road. I'm 24 in a couple of weeks, and I'm telling you, it's probably gonna get harder, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. But life in general gets harder. It gets easier sometimes, yes, but there's a lot of difficulties, especially being an adult with autism. And I want to say, if you've got autism, you're amazing. You are amazing. You're unique. You're funny, and you're awesome. And be yourself, okay? Because stuff the haters. If you only got one or two friends, it's better to have one true friend than 1,000 fake ones. Keep on being your amazing self and stay groovy and positive vibes only. And if you don't have autism, well, treat people the way you want to be treated. And I know that there's kind of non-Aspies out there, so keep on being yourself. Love you all, and keep on liking my videos, commenting, subscribing, join this crazy awesome family. I'll probably post some more shorts too. I don't know with my uncle or not, I don't know, but I will post, try and post regularly. I've just been busy. Life has been busy. And yeah, I've just, been quite busy with life, and I know I say one or two videos a week. I'm literally I'm even at least doing one video a week. So yeah, and I'll probably do some other shorts as well. So yeah, much love all. I love you all so much, and thank you for 118 subscribers. Love you, and remember to always be yourself, no matter if you're autistic or not. You are loved. You are awesome, and you're blessed. Bye.